Hi, I'm Dr. Ruth Callahan. I'm a chartered behavioural psychologist, psychotherapist and clinical supervisor with over 20 years' experience working in Ireland.
Let's talk about boundaries with your employer in the digital age. In Ireland, the right to switch off or to disconnect from work communications was introduced in 2021 through the Workplace Relations Commission. However, as a code of practice rather than legislation, it merely provides guidance rather than being legally binding. Although the code encourages work-life balance by giving employees the right not to be penalised for refusing to engage in work outside of normal working hours, the reality is that many workers are faced with a toxic work culture that expects them to be available as and when required. Bullying, harassment, unfair treatment, and a culture of blame all lead to a lack of psychological safety in the employee. If I don't feel safe in my role, it will be very difficult for me to refuse to engage with work, even when it encroaches into my time off. Establishing good boundaries at the start of employment, and importantly, taking note of the employer's response to my boundary setting, can yield valuable information on the health of the workplace environment. If you find yourself in a toxic workplace, it's important to be aware of means to safeguard yourself in your role as best you can. If this sounds familiar to you, comment below and follow for more.